to empower billions. It is all about transparency, openness, and adding to the right to information that we have in the country. It is all about democratizing education and knowledge. Knowledge is power, not many people like to share. And the poverty today is poverty of knowledge. If we can take knowledge to a large number of people, we can empower them. In my own life, I learned that knowledge redefined my character, my life, my profession, my caste. Knowledge empowered me to do the things that I thought I ought to be doing. Knowledge really gave me a whole different set of tools to address my poverty. And knowledge helped me not only lift me out of poverty, but also allowed me to help large number of people in my family and friends to lift them with me out of poverty. But the world that I left in 60s is very different from the world you have today. I also spend a lot of time today on innovations. As chairman of National Innovation Council, I focus on all kinds of innovations. Innovations in government, in factories, in science and technology, in judiciary, in education, health services. All of this information is already on web. As young people, you need to Google and find what we are doing on Knowledge Commission, public information infrastructure, innovations. We have large number of portals on water, biodiversity, environment, energy. Unfortunately, very few of our young people are used to doing research on their own. They come to many of these lectures without really trying to understand who is going to be lecturing, what's their background. My journey in the last 50 years has taught me some lessons that I want to share with you. First, self. I believe self is the key. And stronger self you build, more stable self you build, better off you are. Self requires understanding of discipline. Self requires creativity, respect for others, ethics, character. Self also requires clear understanding of family, roots. I believe we in India get locked up in Man, Apman, Swaman and Abhiman. You need strong self to be able to withstand a lot of criticism. You need self to be able to search inside. I find in India, everybody thinks the problem is somewhere else. Every debate I see on television in India, I find that everybody is pointing finger at everybody else. Problem is never there. Problem is always here. In India, people take great pride in identifying problems. And I tell them that you don't need talent in India to identify problems. Nor do you need talent to identify solutions. You really need strong people with conviction and passion to go solve the problems against all the odds. But this requires understanding of the ecosystem. It requires clear understanding of what is right, what is wrong, what is fair, what is unfair. It is hard in India to learn these things because when you know your uncle cheats, your father doesn't pay tax, your teacher lies, your doctor doesn't deliver right kind of medicine. Growing up in that environment, it is difficult to stick to truth, build character. But unless and until you bring yourself to a level that you need you cannot really make a significant contribution. But building strong self requires lot of discipline, lot of hard work. I tell many people that I have 100 years of experience because for last 50 years I work 16 hours a day, every day, even now, at the age of 75. My normal day starts at 6. I don't take holidays, I don't watch movies, I don't listen to music. You can blame me for it. I have no interest in games. I just focus on work. Because there is so much work that needs to be done. How can I afford to waste time? But that requires a great deal of discipline. And I have also learned from Swami Vivekananda, Gandhiji, Einstein, and others. In my own little way, I realized that without building strong self, I will continue to blame everybody else. I have nobody to blame except myself. I am the problem. I need to fix it. Nobody else is going to fix my problem. I don't need help from anybody. Of course, I need everybody with me. But at the same time, I can't blame others for my challenges. This brings me to the next lesson, which is work. To me, work is the essence of life. Work is worship. I need to get domain expertise in one area. I cannot remain journalist all my life. I need domain expertise, whether it is an engineer, writer, teacher, doctor, whatever. But in that domain, I need to bring excellence. I need to educate myself. I need to build the right experience. I need to listen to people. I need to learn new things. And I must learn to create value as opposed to extract value. I need to connect with large number of professionals. I need vision. I need self-review. And I need, again, lot of discipline. If I can't create my life which is work-centric, but pleasure-centric, I know I have problems in the future. If I create work-centric life, then I have no anxiety, no stress, no complaints. Every morning you get up, you have a large number of things to do. You look forward to getting up because the list of things to do keeps growing every day. So one, strong self. Two, real focus on work. Three, understanding of business. Whatever business you are in, business is a social contract. Business is not about just making money by lying, cheating, through crony capitalism, by bribing people, doing something wrong. Today there is a clash between politicians, bureaucrats, business. And that's what people think is part of the problem. Business is a social contract. Profit is good, but at the end of the day, people at work make things happen. You need ethics. You need egalitarian management, respect for labor. You need focus on performance, teamwork, collaboration. Lot of our institutions today work on command and control. But in 21st century, you need collaboration. Criticize people, they think I'm criticizing them. People cannot distinguish between criticizing their ideas and criticizing them. They take it very personally because they have very fragile self-esteem. So business is all about collaboration. Technology, as I said earlier, is a great social leveler. In the last 50 years, we have made a lot of progress in the roots of some great technologies lie in US and in defense. We need to take those technologies and build on it to really solve problems of the poor. It is not just about IT, it is also about biotech, nanotech, alternate energy, stem cell research, genetics. All of these things are going to create a whole new world. In a sense, today's technology allows us to solve problems differently. We focus on generational change as opposed to incremental change. The existing business models are obsolete. We need to create new business models. And that's where young talent comes in. We cannot solve problems the way my generation solved. We got to solve problems the way your generation will begin to solve. So when you look at energy, everything we did is obsolete. Look at telecom, everything we did is obsolete. So I always tell young people there are two people you don't need to listen to much. One, your parents, and two, your teachers. Believe me, they have no idea of the kind of world you are going to create. They give you advice based on their experiences which are 30 years old. They have wrong tools. They don't know the world you are going to create. My father did not know the world I created. There was no way he could advise me. But he could love me, he could give me values, honesty, sincerity, hard work, ethics, all of these things I learned from my father. I didn't learn technology from him. I didn't ask him what course I must take. You have to really decide what you want to do and how you're going to solve problems with technology. Knowledge is the key. Knowledge today doubles every 5 years. In your world, knowledge is accessible everywhere. We were told to mug things up, remember things. You don't need to remember things. You need to know to search knowledge. You need to think on your feet. You don't need to remember anything. Not even a spelling, because it's all available somewhere. It's exactly opposite to what we were taught. Because we didn't have the tools you have today. Today I believe that the teachers are not equipped to teach. Because they think their job is to create content and deliver content. Best of the best have created content on the network. It can be delivered through all kinds of media. I don't need teacher to deliver content or create content. But I do need teacher as a mentor. But none of the teachers today are trained to be mentors. This is the kind of transformation your world will see. Similarly, doctors. Doctors today are asked to mug up names of all the body parts and everything. That's not what you need to be a doctor today. Because all that information is available on your cell phone. You really need to think again differently as to how will you train a doctor of tomorrow. What would education be? Do I really need 4 years to get a degree in college? Do I really need 2 years to get a bachelor's degree? What does a degree in college mean anymore? All of these are very difficult issues. And that's where you have to innovate. Innovation is a platform. You need the right ecosystem. You need concern for generational change. You need risk capital. You need desire to do things differently. And you need to take great pride in failures. Failures are not respected.